Good morning, everyone, and very welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Very important, please. Normally, we start around 10 o'clock Eastern Time, but we start a little bit early, so if we can pick up some signals, it will be very nice. So I'm going to be stay quiet here until 10 o'clock, and then normally we start around 10 o'clock, and we will start at 10 o'clock. Thank you. I made some a new template. I will cover it later on, and we will share it with if you see what is the sales signal here, I will be sharing it with our members. I don't know where to put the ES, but also we have an ES trade, and then we will try to cover all those trades today. For our customers, for the new auto trade, I want to show you. I will cover it very soon for the auto trade as well. This is the new auto trades. We are now testing it without any filter, and this is the results earlier today on that auto trade. And as you see, this one here, we started. I started around a couple of 3 hours ago, and has not been reloaded. And this is a minute. And if we notice on the ES, 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades nonstop on the ES, and it is amazing. This is without even a filter yet. So this is the auto trade, the ones we are about to release very soon, and we will share it and we cover it. On the YM and the Nasdaq in 2-3 days made 3,345 on the Nasdaq, on the YM 4,000. So we will be covering that very soon, and we will be covering some really stuff. It's really good. I'm gonna stay quiet for the next until 10 o'clock. We still have 20 minutes before we start, and we will be covering a lot today. For yesterday, I had some kind of a power shortage, and I lost the net, I lost power, I lost everything. But what I understood from my traders, it was an amazing day yesterday. By the time I got everything back online, it was around 1:30 in the afternoon. I just don't want to do this. We had tons of work, but for the traders, if they have a snapshot from yesterday, I'd love to see the snapshot. I got a lot of messages that it was a great day, but it is different when a customer send me the snapshot. We'll be sitting tight, and probably we are going to get a new signal. And I need to set up a few things, and then we will start at 10 o'clock. Thank you very much. Thank you. For yes, for today, I want to share a new chart with you, how we can take advantage of the fibs with the signals. You already have them on your charts, and I will be sending those templates today. This is extremely powerful chart, yet it is very clear, very clean, and there is nothing in it but signal and symmetry signals and reversal signals. It is amazing chart. Even if you are waiting on a signal in conjunction with this, it is amazing. It is really amazing, and I will be sharing this with my customers, the members, and if you have the indicators pack and all this, that's very fine. If you have only the zones, it's not gonna help only the zone, um, because you still need the indicators to get all the stuff with it. We will cover that also in time, and we will stay a little bit tight because we are about to get the new signals. That's why I started. For the ones who has not been here with us, you're very welcome to follow us, but at your own risk and on a sim. We're not collecting any emails. We're not collecting money. We are not. We're just trying to help traders out there struggling. So if you want to follow those signals, please, it is on sim. We're not allowed to call live trades for you. You will see as of now, we got a new signal on the YM. Well, it's supposed to be a signal here. I don't know if I missed it or not, but you will get the new signals. Okay, there we go. New signal YM, entry price 268, target 53.49. All what you see here, it is the market analyzer is based on 1 minute with an entry, pullback, re-entry, and the market analyzer, it is based on 1 minute and one lot only. On this one here, the chart, we are using the auto trade for that market analyzer, and we are using 2 lots. The same story apply for stocks and forex. Then we have here the blue market analyzers are the scalpers. And then at the bottom here, we have the swing trading, and it is an amazing job today on the swing trading. And I would love to cover the swing trading. Actually, we are finished with the swing trading. There is not much left on it. They all hit the target, and I will share my screen with you, and you can see the targets hit on the uh, on the on the swing trading. There is nothing, just a couple of charts left. But what I'm using 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minutes. But you are very welcome to use ticks. 288 ticks is extremely good. 244 ticks is extremely good. 150 ticks is very good. The range 4 and 6 and 8, they are very good. But I don't have any more place, honestly. So what I'm doing just the basic one and 3 minutes and 5 minutes. And if the system work on a 1 minute and 3 minutes and 5 minutes, all this weird looking charts, there will be no problem. But if your auto trade does not work on the 1 minute, then you have a problem with that, and it's a piece of junk. What you have, well, or what you can do, you cannot do anything about it. Just right click and delete it. An auto trade has to work on 1 minute before you go rank a bar, all kind of weird stuff out there. They try to refuge to different time frame because they cannot use the indicator or the auto trade on 1 minute. The minute the indicator or the auto trade cannot be trade on 1 minute is piece of junk, because it is the charts based on minutes, It's not based on some kind of weird looking line break, whatever the hell is that. Who can trade a line break? I never heard of it. Okay, guys, in a few minutes we'll be with you. Thank you very much. Let me show you something to our members on the this new auto trade and without any filter yet. We had one losing trade, practically break even on the CL, and now on the CL we have one trade is 1,640 on that one here. So this is the new auto trade we are about to release. And on the 1 minute, on the 3 minutes, I apologize. This is your 3 minutes. If you can notice, it's been cut in two pieces on the 3 minutes. It exited, and then you can see how this market was going down, and it exit right on time, actually, on the 3 minutes. And then re-enter the market, which is very fine, which the 5 minutes has clean. The noises are less on the 5 minutes. That's why we still on one trade. But actually, I'm not looking at the numbers as much as I'm looking how that auto trade can handle volatility. This is the weakness among the amateur trading, that when they are starting the auto trade, they have no clue if this market is trending, or this market is a volatility, or this market is stuck in channels. They have no clue. Most of the auto traders, they just look at numbers. If the numbers are good, they say it's a good auto trade, and if the numbers are not good, they say it's a bad auto trade. Despite the market movement, despite the volatility, despite all this, they just brush it off, and they uh, uh, stay on that corner that it's not their fault, it's somebody else's fault. Denial, denial, denial. So this is where um, the the auto trade on uh, the 5 minutes and the 3 minutes, the new auto trade. And now what we are doing, we are really hammering it, giving it, putting it under a lot of stress in order without the filters. And the filters, we apply it later on, but we wanted to see the accuracy on that, because we have a plenty auto trades. We don't need really to make a new auto trade. But the purpose for that auto trade, practically, with all the respect for handicapped traders, So this way, for those guys, they just cannot read it. So we have developed something here that you turn on, turn off, and then once we put the filters on, then uh, once you put your filters on, then you are, you, I don't want to say safe, because this is a harsh word. I mean, but what I wanted to say, it is, so this trader is not going to go through the wall, hit his head with the wall. So we have learned a lot how traders behave for the last 10 years. We've been public for 10 years now. So we have learned how traders behave. Um, and there is a big difference between somebody know how to read the market and somebody don't know. It's a huge difference. And you cannot make everybody dance the same rhythm. So we need to, there is two things here on that auto trade we have done. If you do not see the volatility in the market, you cannot see when the market is getting stuck in a channel. You cannot see when the market is sideways. You cannot trade. You are not allowed. Uh, you're not allowed to be aggressive. So there is two options here. We're gonna make them in three different levels, and we're taking our time. We're not gonna be rushing and send it out like what we have done before. It's gonna be the aggressive type, because we have had experience before where when you filter the auto trade, we have a guy within 2 minutes, he start getting itchy. Why is not taking a trade? And come and see why it's not taking a trade, because he wants action all the time. So for those guys, there is no use to sit down and tell him to sit on your hands and not do anything. So what we are doing, we are going to split it into three pieces. For the aggressive guy, go ahead, be my guest, jump out of the window anytime you like. And then you have the medium trader, which most of the traders are on the medium level. And then you have the conservative. Once we put those filters on, and the guy cannot read the market, he has to go on the conservative level. You cannot be aggressive and you just wanted the auto trade uh, to uh, to be aggressive, and you don't know how to read the market, and you hardly have any money in the market, and you just want to kick ass with it. You cannot do that on any kind of auto trade. So if you have a limited amount of money, you don't know what to read. A lack of money and a lack of experience is not equal to success. It's equal to disaster. I can comprehend if you don't have an experience. I can comprehend you have a small amount of money, but you have to stick by the safety, so you will not, you know, bump your head to the wall. So you cannot have it both way, either this way or that way. If you want it to be aggressive, you can be aggressive. We have a plenty auto trades are very aggressive. They never stopped trading, and we have the swing trading, we have the scalping. There, you can refuge to different auto trades. We don't have one slacker auto trade. We have a huge different type of an auto trading. So, but this one here, it is meant for those guys can survive volatility. Simple as that. And you don't need to, how to say that? You don't need to sit down and sit down for the next 6 months trying to optimize an auto trade, which most of them they cannot even optimize an auto trade. The market is going through little volatility at the moment, and the reason is because right now we are going on to, we have all hands off, please, on the trading right now. Within 5 minutes, we have at 10 o'clock, we have a three major news. So please stay on the side, and that including so we have three major news right there, and please try to stay out of a trade until the news is out of the way, which you can see it right here, right in front of you. There is this three major news. And then what we will do, we will be covering some of the new chart. We have made it for you guys. It is extremely powerful chart, and yet it is. I don't know if I can do this with switching screen. I'm scared to do that, and then I'm gonna be ruin everything. So okay, let me try my luck with it, because yesterday I want to show you what we are doing here. Let me see if I can switch the screen. This is your swing trading. It's a very simple, folks. What you have here is the 1 minute without any filter on the swing trading, and the 1 minute is filtered. 3 minutes without any filter. 3 minutes are filtered. 5 minutes without a filter. 5 minutes is filtered. If we take as an example the DAX, this is my favorite time frame on the DAX, which you can see we started today at 6:55. By the time we took a two trade on the DAX, and it nailed one trade, two trades, and we nailed 3,030 on two trades on the DAX. This one here without a filter, and this one is with a filter. It's the same. It's the same, folks. So there is not much different between a filter and not a filter. The reason you will see the difference between a filter and not filter when the market is getting into a lot of a chop. But when the market is trending, you will not have those filters problem. The gray ones, those are the new auto trade we are we have not released, and only to qualified people that will be released too. Let's take another trade. This is without a filter. We took one trade, two trade, three trade on the CL, and this is a $780 on the CL trades. This is the filter one, the 1 minute is the same amount. So we're not, if this market moving is the same trade. So don't be scared to use a filter, and I have sent you the filters when we were and we can go on and on and on. Now on the DAX, there is a $3,000 and $3,000. Both of them with and without filter is the same. Let's take one more, and then we need to go back and cover our trades. This is $2,000 based on one trade. The first trade was at 659, folks. And this is without any filter, 1 minute. And this is with a filter, 1 minute. It is 1,990. So there is not much difference between a filter and not filter. The only thing is different is the when the markets get in volatility. This is where I hope you can see the screen. Okay, so now we have a new trade on the YM CL, and there is a double resistance here on the CL. It's not going to go anywhere. We have a double resistance, and we have the ES also taking a trade. The ES, and here is your target. We're going to take it a little bit further down. And we were busy with this auto trade. To our traders, I have made something very, very, very powerful and very clean. And there is nothing in that charts but signals. And you're very welcome. Every single trader is very welcome to have this template. You just say template on the Skype, and I will be more than glad to send you the templates once we are done with the webinar. Just write template, and then I'll slip it for you on the Skype. Let me give you something here. It is amazingly strong charts. This is in your system, and which this is my next project. We have, there we go. We have actually a signal. We have a signal. We have not, we have so many stuff. Sometimes I forget what we have. This one here, I want to make an auto trade about a fully automated trade. And on that indicator, folks, it does not require any optimization. It gives you buy and the sell. And it is extremely, extremely accurate one. After we are finished with that project, of course, I will be making that auto trade. It is amazing. First of all, you have the symmetry here. I didn't want to populate it a lot because I didn't want to include too many reversal on it. Those here, you can see where the bar changed direction. Those are your symmetry. They are extremely, extremely accurate. Actually, you have them on the reversal automated trade. And then you have the buy and the sell entry, and this is your symmetry. None of this stuff repaint. Zero repaint, folks. There is nothing repaint here. If you notice when you have those symmetry, and then you have a sell signal, right there earlier this morning, we had the signal, and you can see how far that ES from that signal has took. And then on the same time, the symmetry can help you and identify the dead end for that market. So this is extremely powerful calculation. Then you have the signal, and then it's telling you when to buy again and buy again. And also in the same time here, this is also, this is not from your zones. Those are from your indicator, this line here. It's not from the zone, it's from your indicator. And this one has been plotted all morning. When this market came in with the symmetry here and that line here, this is a short trade. Then what I have done to you, I have added, and look, if you notice here, we had the earlier signals, sell entry. And then you have another sell entry right now. A few minutes ago, we got the sell entry. And now you will get the symmetry and you will get the reversals on it, when to buy, when to sell, when to exit. This is one of the most, it is extremely powerful, yet it is very clean. And it is nothing in it but signals. None of those junk indicators, nothing in it except the signals. Then we put the signal. This one here, we use the 1 minute, and we use the charts on the 1 minute because I need to make a point. When you have a rest of those bozos come in with Renko bars and a line break and a God knows banana Renko bar, banana charts, I don't know where the hell they come out with this so they can avoid the 1 minute. In here, I'm using the 1 minute because I need to make a point in here. But on this system here, you are very welcome to use the 3 minutes Hakanachi on it. If you don't know how to do that, you go to data series here, and you have the minutes, and then you go to Hakanachi, and then you put the 3 minutes. Or if this makes you happy, you want to use the 1 minute, whatever makes you happy, whatever it makes you tick, you can do that. And you can combine the signal entry from the 1 minute and the 3 minutes, and it is a damn robust signal. And and it is amazing, and it is very clean, and there is nothing in it but signals, based on signals. And then you have the fibs, and I'm not gonna. I really don't have time to sit down and toggle with the fibs. And as a trader, you should know what is fibs. If you don't know what is fibs, do your homework. If you don't know what is a trailing stop, go do your homework. If you don't know what is a limited order, market order, please go do your homework. And all this, I'm not gonna get involved in. This is basic information. A trader should be aware of it without me getting involved in this and wasting time on something is irrelevant. The new auto trade right now, it is on a market order. It's not limited order. But I told the programmers to go ahead and add limited order for those guys. They prefer to have a market order. They understand how to handle market order. So why we have to make the other guys know the market, pay the price. So I told him to go back and add a limited order. But what we are using right now on the system, I'm concentrating on the 3 minutes mainly. The reason I'm concentrating on the 3 minutes, because we have people in Australia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Thailand, USA, Europe. The 3 minutes is not extreme, and it's not too little, and it's not too much. So this is where I'm concentrating on the 3 minutes, and I'm not thinking. The reason I wanted to stress it doing the glowbacks, because the glowbacks, there is not much movement as much as when the U.S. markets open. So what I'm trying to do, stress it to I'm not interested testing that auto trade when the market's open. I know how much can make when the market's open. But what I wanted to do, stress it when before the news, when the market is sideways, when there is no more volume. This is the whole purpose of that auto trade. I know how to run and ride that auto trade, but that guy cannot read the market. How you gonna make him read the market? You put him in the room, you put him in the webinar, and he still don't understand how this market moves. So what you gonna do with him? So you give him something that he's not gonna go ahead and jump out of a window and then blaming everyone else. So my main concern to stick on the 3 minutes, and the ones that wanted to be aggressive, they can go 1 minute, they can go 150 takes for range, whatever. You can do that. But my main concern, um, the 3 minutes can iron some of the noises in the market, but in the same time, once we put the filters on them, it will be cutting off a lot of trade, and then he can stay with the market order, because still we have 50% of the traders don't understand when you are going on the slippage and a market order, and if it is some kind of weird news out there, that you can bump into 2 ticks of slippage in the morning and to an entry, and you're gonna bump into also 2 ticks of slippage on the way out. So again, the trader cannot have it both of ways. So if you don't want the slippage, you wanted to use a limited order, and if you don't mind about the slippage, then um, that I have some people last year, the year before, I'll never forget that day. The dome, you couldn't even place an order on the dome, and we have traders that just went in, and the market, when England got out of the EEC, you couldn't even place an order on the chart because it's moving so fast. And there we go. We have some guys that want to scalp the market. So when they were scalping the market and they put it a market order, and the dome was flipping one page after the other because the market was going very fast. Immediately on that news, the slippage was 10 ticks in and 10 ticks out. They want to scalp the market on a very fast moving market. You cannot do that. So this is something traders should be aware of. I mean, if this market, there is a bad news or good news, some kind of freaks out of the country that want to do something that is going to have a spook the market. It might ignite the market. I don't know. So those things, a trader should know the basic. It's not me sit down and babysitting to learn basic. Try to go on Google. Try to learn what is a limited order. Try to go and see what is a fib line. Uh, uh, we have made a promotion on the fib lines, uh, very cheap to have monthly, but does not mean I come with it, and sit down and chat 24/7, because you have a $35 subscription. I don't come with the package. So this package for the zone, well, it is for people who know how to trade zone. If you don't know how to trade zone, do not purchase this one because I do not come with it. And don't think you're gonna own me for your $35 a month. So that it doesn't work this way. So the zones are um, taken by the most professional traders, and they love it. But if you don't know what is a zone, then what is a fib, what is a support, what is a resistance, what is a limited order, what is a market order, what is a slippage, this is not our job, folks. This is not our job. This is something for a trader should be. If we have time, yes, we love to. We love to. But also, we have on Monday for our members. They don't know fibs. They don't know limited order. We are more than glad to explain that on Monday webinar. Yes, we can go through every detail you want. But to sit down and chat with me on the Skype and log in on the team viewer to sit with you for 1 hour because you have a $35 zone, this is not going to happen. If you are a member, you don't know what is a slippage. It's our job to teach you what is a slippage, is what is a limited order. It is our job. But that is going to be in the webinar, and we record the webinar for you, and then you can learn. We will cover every single step you want from zero about trading. But I'm not your private butler to come in on a team viewer because you don't know how to put a sound on a chart, or you don't know how fibs work, and you want to sit down and nag my head all day long. It's not going to happen. Yeah, because the traders don't understand there is another 400 members, and he's not the only one sitting on the beach. So we have to respect each other's space, please, on that. And call it a good service, or call it a bad service. I don't care. Call it as much as you like. But uh, you know, this is the way it is. Right now, I want to show you this technical chart. We had the sell order on the. We have a 3 sell order on this one here. This is extremely powerful chart. And if you notice, where is your target on the 3 minutes? Is this 27.17? And most likely we are getting that number, folks. Once you get those area here, you will see how the symmetry and the reversal and the exit start kicking into this chart. It is an amazing chart, and I will be also tuning that chart very, very well. For based on the 1 minute, we are still going down on it slowly, nicely, and it is we're going down, but it is combining, folks. This 1 minute, where is your target. Yesterday I had a power shortage, and I couldn't come in on the web. We have one guy just purchased the zone, and I sent him a message like anybody else. I said, I don't have internet. He didn't say, yeah, we all gonna have a problem. He said, how come you Skyping me if you don't have an internet? Immediately he have a doubt I didn't have an internet. And Stan saying, oh, okay, then I'll see you tomorrow. He said, how come you're Skyping me? Because he forgot there is mobile phones with an internet, So how anybody can do that? How anybody can have a doubt when somebody is saying, I have no internet, which yesterday Ben, do you have, is any of our traders have some snapshot from yesterday? Because I don't want to show any snapshot, because when I, at the end of the day yesterday, it was, the numbers are immeasurable. I mean, it was beyond the dreams, the numbers, and I don't want to show those numbers because it comes out of me. Maybe there is a question about it, but when it comes out of a customer, it will be different. So, to any of the members, if you took any of the small shots yesterday, Ben, I'm counting on you, sir. If you have any snapshot from yesterday, that will be very nice. You know, Timmy, Pierre, whatever, any of you, if you have Jose, whatever. So now we are going on the ES, YM, and CL. On the scalpers, we are 6,700 on the scalpers, and five. Those are based on 1 minute, 150. To go back to this market analyzer, and I have showed you the other screen is complete, is finished, is done, is over. At the moment, based on one contract, we have 479 ticks based on the last entry. The total amount based on one contract is 4,163.75. Look at this one, guys. Now we are how on this chart here. Remember, guys, for the ones who have the fibs, anytime you see double support or double resistance, there is trouble. So if you are on that trade right now and you are nailing 100, 200, 300, the market, it will be projecting from that area, the 27, 24 even. And then probably it's going to go back, retest those numbers, and then go back and break those areas. Most of the time, those area here are the support, especially on a serious chart. The 3 minutes chart. This is a very serious chart, and you will see you will have a problem on the 27, 24. To analyze what's going on, we have on the 1 minute 27, 22. Which this is about right, because on the system is based on 1 minute, and your target on this 1 minute is 22.50. And if we look at your 3 minutes, this is right in line with that area here. So we can identify that entry, folks. But the beauty about this, when we are over that trend and we are going to the reversal, as a trader, you should not be taking one direction trade. As a trader, you should be qualified to learn. We have covered a lot that once you hit your target, you should look for reversals, because reversals are damn good money in the reversal. The money is in the reversals, it's not in the trend. I don't care what everybody said. I've been behind those screens 28 years. I know what I'm saying. But the thing is, with the reversals, you have to be a little bit more, you have to be a little bit more aggressive, and you have to be trained on the reversal. So those here is going to help you once you get your symmetry reversal. And then I will probably going to add a few reversals indicators on in here. And then you see what is your symmetry right there. And those are not repaint, folks. This is amazing turning around points, and that can really identify the trend. As an example right now, with the fibs, this one here, you had a double support line, which it had a problem earlier today on the double support line. And once, okay, Ben, thank you, sir. This from yesterday, Ben? Okay, folks, because that gentleman, when I told him I lost thank you, sir. This is from one of our customers, Ben, and he said, "How come you are chatting with me?" They tried to find a small little gap to go under our skin. That's very fine. This is yesterday. I don't know what time. Yes, it is right there, 14:42:59 yesterday, and this is confirmed in my system because this is around 1 hour after I got the power back on. Yesterday, thank you, Ben. Yesterday, we had 1,372 ticks into the profit. Total amount 9,137.50. And that snapshot is not coming from me, it's coming from a gentleman, is our customer called Ben. Thank you, Ben. And you saved, just want to try to prove a point to some weirdos out there. And that's good. So I'm gonna take a 5 minutes break, and I'll be right back. No, sir, it's not just an ES. You can use it on any given market. But before I go, sir, and show you the CL, and some other instruments, because I don't want to overload. Uh, then might cause a little delay or something. So I'm always it's a bit stressful, guys, to be on a YouTube and dealing with life and everything. If you notice here, we are on the 26 level, and this is I love that chart. I really love that chart because nothing but signals in it. There is no dummy indicators in there, and each one of them is a huge system. But if we look at the when you combine the 1 minute, if you notice, this is your fib line. Your fib line is right there, 27.27 right now, and we're about to break it. There is no big deal on that. And the final destination is around 22.50. We are about to break it. But when you combine those two together, folks, um, with those signals, because we're no longer relying on the trader to make up his decision. I'm done with that area 5 years ago. Um, for the last 5 years ago, I'm not dependent on the trader to make decisions, because I find out that when a trader making a decision, he's falling right through his head. I'm not doing this anymore. So what we are building, anything for the trader to just follow entries and follow signals, and this is I'm going forward with that 100%. No indicators. Stan, put in 5, 10 indicators, combine those 10 indicators, and make one signal out of it. This is how it works now. The algorithm, the math, this is the way it works. So, um, uh, okay, we have a little pullback. I will show you some other instruments like a CL, and you can see how it is with the CL and some other. Yeah, because we have a lot of news today. The market is going left and right. We have a high news at 11:15. So there is a lot of FOMC. Oh man, it is nothing but news today. Let me show you, sir, on the CL. This is your CL. Let me show you. Maybe we will have a better picture on it. Look at this. You have your symmetry. Those they do not repaint, sir. You have a symmetry here. They do not repaint again. Plus, the reason is in a gray because it colors the bars for you. After the symmetry, you have a buy and a buy and a confirmation. It came in exactly to the 66.62, and then you have a symmetry, and then you have a sell, and then you have a symmetry. Then you have confirmation, buy, symmetry, symmetry. And it came out exactly to your double resistance here. Symmetry. Then we have a breakout. It is amazing, amazing. And this is your today's support at 66.42. This is your support line today on the CL. We can take anything you want on it, and it is a very powerful chart. I will add some more on it, but I didn't want it to um, uh, populate that a lot. You had a buy entry here, folks. Symmetry, right there. They're not repaint, folks. They're not. Then when the Nasdaq come down, we had two sell trades on the Nasdaq, and it came in right in line with your target, and now it's a bit below the target. So this is a really powerful chart, and takes you maybe a couple days to get the hang of it. But this is something you cannot skip, and I will be modifying when I have more time. I will be modifying that one more to be at a very high standard trading on it. And you cannot go wrong with it. You just simply cannot go wrong with it. And right now on the ES, we have a pullback because the support line on the 1 minute. Yes, it is very good to combine both, sir. The 1 minute and the 3 minutes on it, and because also the 1 minutes, the ones we have is combined. Our 1 minute on the chart is combined the 3 and the 5 and the 15 minutes of chart. So you cannot also dismiss the the 1 minute is a very powerful one, but this one here is gonna get you uh, in the clear with it. There is a lot of signals. There is a lot of news, guys. So we are sitting on the side, and the market is going up and down because there is a lot of news coming out today. So I'm not gonna be covering a lot. We have 11:15. We have a news, and then we have the FOMC and all this. So this is a day where turn off your live trade and stay on a sim. Don't uh, don't mess up. Today is a lot of volatility, so please be aware of the trading today. Um, the way we are designing when you are putting those filters on this new auto trades, what I have on my mind is stand, especially for those guys. They have a $3,000 and $5,000. They want to poke the whole market with it. So what? Uh, if you think about it, you get if you spread out your trade and hedge the market by taking one contract ES, one contract YM, and one contract Nasdaq. Let's say it's a $250 a piece. Some of the days you will have a problem with the Nasdaq. Some of the days you have a problem with the ES. Some of the days you have a problem with one of the instruments, and some of them they work like a clock, all of them. But the way we are designing this one here, uh, uh, this is the most problem it is by the traders. We find out when you tell this guy, let's say on one contract 250 or 300, the biggest mistakes they do, and you should be done by 12 o'clock. The biggest mistake they do, they extend the life on the auto trade because now they want to double up their profits. And this is wrong. You stay on the same timing, but you add contracts. So I wanted to stay on between 9 and 12. We can start with one contract, 250 ES, 250 NASDAQ, and 250 YM. Now, if we hit this target immediately, we can always right click on the chart and go for one more round. But you should not be making the auto trade to go $1,000 and all your account is 5,000. So you're asking to make 100% or 3,000. You're asking to make 100% every day. This is not going to happen. But if we hedge the market 250 on each market, and then we can take it from there, because some days you will have the 250 on one trade and done and over with, and sometimes it's gonna go in the circle. Like today, you're gonna be making 600, 700, go back to 100 and drop, because there is a lot of news today, and the market going left and right. So probably for that guy to take the 250, and then if he sees this market, or he sees this auto trade has hit the market, then he can go for another round until 12 o'clock, because I prefer for that trader not to stay in the market all day long. The reason is it's like you're sitting on a poker table. You cannot sit on that table all day long making money. And the same thing with the trading. You cannot simply sit down all day long and trade and make money. And most of the traders, they think is when you have an auto trade, you're gonna be 24/7. No, 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 because there is a certain time that auto trade is gonna bump into volatility. This is with traders, they keep rushing off hard areas or hard time during the daytime when there is problems with the trading, whether you are manual or automated. So when you put those filters on, we add those filters on, that guy, we are protecting him if he wanted to be aggressive 24/7. Let's go back on the ES story. The target on the 3 minutes is 24.75, and we are right at the 26.25. What is the 1 minute? And we still having a problem on the ES. If we notice on this ES, we've been those your zone, we've been going. This dot here, this dots here is coming from your zone. This is a reversal, verifying the market is over from that dot here, the diamond dot. So from the 27 on the ES, we have hit it from 10.16. Right now is almost 11. One time, two times, three times, four times, five times, six times, seven times, eight times. We hit the same line. And now it's going back to retest it one more time. This is where the guys with auto trading, they don't understand when the market gets stuck in the channel. They don't understand when this market get into volatility or the market is no longer tradable, because right now what we are looking for a breakout either above that line, 32.50, or we need to drop below the 27.27. As we see here, this market got stuck. And this is the problem with those amateur auto trading, and they don't know how to read the market. They come in probably when they start the auto trade is stuck in a channel, and they don't understand that. So our job to make an auto trade for them, when it's stuck in a channel like this, the auto trade will not make any trades. Will not make any trades. Will sit on the side. The only time it will make a trade when this market is trending. This is a huge challenge for us, and we are working on it very hard, and we should be getting out very soon. For somebody asking free trial, sir, I do not have a free trial. The problem with the free trial people, most of them are broke, and once they are done with the trial, the file ends up in China or in Russia. We have no free trial. You don't have to purchase the software. We have a plenty members. There is no free trial. Do not. We get every day 30, 40 emails with a free trial. Those guys, you need to sit down, teach them how to trade, spend 3 weeks with them, and then what they're going to do with the file, take it to China or Russia and try to crack the software. There is no free trial, and you don't have to purchase. We wish you a happy life. 27.27. is we're going back on it. You give that we have a lot of system. You give that system to somebody don't want it to be trained. We need to sit down 3 weeks with them to train him, and turn out those guys they only have $1,000 or $600 left in their account. We're not doing this anymore. We're done with that. You know, when we have a free time, yes, you're very welcome. But right now, we do not have a free time for to sit down with somebody 3 weeks training him how to use the software. Uh, uh, it's more expensive to so for us it will be cheaper for him to go somewhere else than to sit down with him 3 weeks from our time. Our time is very, very valuable, and we don't have any more rooms for anything anymore. There's only 8 hours a day. You can. There we go. We are about to break out that area here. So we are coming right in line with the with this ES right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. Watch out for this double support line. The double support line is 2250, which we're gonna have a little problem right there. Final destination, it is 17 level here. Look, 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 look how this ES is gonna have a problem right there. This is a 2275. You can see where this ES flirting with the 2250, 2275. When you see on your zone there is a double support or a double resistance, there is no more. This is practice. Yeah, yeah. Look, look where this ES stopped. Right in line to the tick. Right in line to the tick. This is what we have estimated half an hour ago. And this is where it gave us the signal on the ES a couple hours ago. Right there. This is what the system gave us a sell signal an hour ago. A sell signal. This is your symmetry. Look where this ES flirting with the 2250, which we have predicted half an hour ago. And right in line, folks. Once we get today, the is trying to break it, is very fine. Final destination is 1775. And this is now I want to show my traders. Now, as for a 1 minute, we are already hit the target. For the 1 minute, the automated to trade, we already hit the target. There is nothing left on this one here. And on the YM, we hit 1,200. It's very fine. But I want to cover again. On the DAX, we have one trade is $5,000. We have the DAX on one trade, and this is the only trade for today. On the 3 minutes, the trade was taken at 9:04, 4,737, and it's still kicking. Welcome to trading. Trading, you're gonna have a good days and a bad days. It cannot be all good days, folks. Does that mean tomorrow that DAX is gonna make 4,000? I don't know. Take a coin and flip it. Look at this. Look at this. This is accuracy. We have called. Look, now the ES is trying to break that area, but where the ES stopped, where the ES having a problem, exactly where we called it, 2250, half an hour ago. Final destination before lunch is 1725, and a reversal at 27 1775. This is a reversal, folks. But on that chart here, you will have the confirmation with the symmetry, the exit, and the entry in the same time, so you can take it. On the YM, we are done with the YM, and there is no more trade on the YM. You hit the double support line from your zone. There is a resistance here. There is nothing left on the YM. Let me look at the Nasdaq. We have not covered the Nasdaq. No, we have not. Well, it's too late to cover it. We have predicted exactly where that ES is going to struggle with. And this is your ES 1 minute. He's going to have a bump right here at 27.27, and then it's going to go back retesting the 2250 as expected. So let's see. It's trying to break that area one more time. This is really for trader. Even if you are auto trade or if you are swing trading, when you have a trades like this, you know exactly where you need to exit and when you need to enter the market. Also, even if you're auto trade, not taking any trade, you can always find. You see what is the buy entry, symmetry, buy entry, and a symmetry. And this one here was right there. Before it was right in line. And then you get the sell signal. Look. So here is the story, folks, is whether you are auto trading or you are manual trading. If you are on that trade and you see double support or resistance, is always there is a projection. Always. I cannot say 100% because there is nothing in this market 100%. But when you see double support or a double resistance, this is where you can take advantage of this area and start reverse your market. For me, I like it to be burnt a little bit more before I can reverse this market. I prefer to take it from here at the 17 level. There is enough confirmation to take it at 17 level. The reversals are a little bit tricky, but once you learn how the reversal work, it is amazing how much money you can make on the reversal, and also can keep you out of a chop. The reversal can keep you out of a chop because when if you are using a Renko bar for reversal, as you see here, you're not interested in those trade inside the band. We are only interested in a trade out of the band, and this is where you can really pinpoint on the ES you use a 3-1, on the CL and the rest you use a 6-2 Renko bar. But this is where on the ES you use a 3-1. The only instrument you use is a 3-1 is the ES chart, and the rest is 6-2. So now the ES is going back in, trying to retest at 2250. Let me look. Okay, guys, I will be for the ES traders. You need to keep your eye on the 2250, and I'm gonna stay quiet a little bit, and we'll see what will happen. Thank you. Until now, is not able to crack that number yet. So is about to, but you can see how powerful it is. Once we break that area, folks, we're going final destination with reversal, close open position 2717. Close open position 2717. Follow us on SIM. We're not allowed to call live trade for you. Thank you. Okay, guys, on we still flirting with that number, and now it's coming. Now you close position at 27.1675, and follow us with one opening position, please. We have until now, based on the last entry, we have 725 ticks. Total amount 5,948. The market analyzer based on 1 minute only, 1 minute only, and it is one contract only. So right now, based on the last entry, 40 ticks on the ES 500, NASDAQ 234 ticks based on the last entry. Not all day long, folks, not all day long. 139 ticks based on the last entry signal, 95 ticks on the Russell 30-year Treasury bond, 15 ticks, 23 gold, on and on and on. So, so right now, folks, if you notice here, I I have one contract, and here I have two. I'm showing it to you, and it is follow us on a sim, please, only sim, and now enter buy market. Now we want to see the symmetry. We want to see, if you don't know how to nail the reversal right away, I want to show you. Now you start getting the signals how to reverse that market. Wait. If you want to follow that trade, please follow it on a sim. Do not to go live with it. I want to show the traders how you're gonna have those signals, symmetry, uh, exit, all those is coming your direction right now. So let's cover that today. So when you have the template in your hand, you know what to do. A little bit pushing the market down, unexpected. Wait. It's 11:05. Let me see what else in news we have. Okay, we have 11:15, the news. That's why 11:15, another one. and we have a medium. Oh, Jesus. There is a lot of news. We'll wait on it. On the DAX, one trade, we are $8,000 on one trade on the DAX. Amazing. This is your new auto trade. This is your 3 minutes auto trade. We are still testing it live um, without the filters. And this new auto trade earlier this morning made 5,806. And right now we have 9,279 on those here. The ES, this is your ES, is 1,900. The CL has not took a trade on the CL, but there is nothing but winning trades on the CL. And the DAX. So this one here is between if this market the trending is going to stay on that trade, and if this is a small trade, there is going to be a small trade. But this is a very excited to start releasing that auto trade very soon, and I hope that will do it. So right now we hit the 10,000 on that auto trade, and then earlier this morning we made 5,000. So this is a $15,000 on that auto trade today. Yes, it just closed that trade on the sim, and the one we called it. Is it just, I don't know why, but it did go farther than what expected. I wanted to show you how you can reverse the market, but we can show you how. So this is hit 11,498. The CL, there is no trace on the CL. We are done with that. And NASDAQ, very nice entry. YM, very nice. ES. Today, the ES, we started, there is not even one losing trade on the ES today, and this is without any filter. So this is really, really nice trade on it. Now we hit the 12,000. It's amazing. The DAX on the swing trading, we still have, this is a total different auto trade. This is your swing trading, and the first trade was 858 actually, and already hit the 10,000 market order. This is not a limited order, this is a market order, 10,288. That gives us, telling us when the market is moving, the swing trading is not going to miss a trade. And when the market is not moving, we'll come to trading like anybody else. You will not be making money. It's all about is all about uh, if this market moving or not. But this is a very, very impressive auto trade. And I don't care about the amount because it could be tomorrow only $200. But what I'm looking at the entry, how stable the entries are. Today you make 5,000, tomorrow you lose 200, you lose 500. Welcome to trading. But what I wanted to see is how this new auto trade handling stress, and this is exactly how we are handling it. And I like when I'm looking at the way it entered the market and the way I'm not looking at numbers like anybody else. I'm looking at that area right there. It was a very thin right there. And then when it started trending, I took that trade. This is where the area I don't need to be trading. And this is exactly how I need it. Earlier this morning, did not take any trade. And when it start trending, perfect exit. And this one here, the exits are not based on the trailing stops. I hate trailing stops. We're gonna put trailing stop as an option for you. But when you put the trailing stop on zero, this means you let the system take over, which I strongly advise you to do that. The way it entered the market and the way it exit right before that area here. This is something. Then we did the same thing here. And then when it exited, start trending again, we took that trade one more time. And we skipped that area here. This is very good. And then we took perfect entry that not even a human can do that. The YM, we have a little chop on the YM at the beginning. That's fair enough because it's still without a filter. And once we put the filters on, this is your ES trade. Once we put the ES, once you put the filters on, then you will be skipping the chop market. You will not have as many trades as you see right now. You will be limited with the trades, but this is what all count about to keep you out of trouble. So this is very good, and it is staying on that trade. That's also good. So when the market is trending, is opening up, and when the markets start getting tight, is closing as soon as possible. This is the way it's supposed to be, without any calculation by a human. This way, we are done with that one. It's 11:14. There is not much going on. I want to wait till we get the symmetry and the reversal on this one to cover it, how to look at it. We don't have any signals right now. So I wanted to stay to cover when the market is telling you is over and when to re-enter the market. We went to one bar below this area, 1717. They pushed it down, fair enough. I don't know. We'll see. There is a lot of news today, but we will be covering that chart today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and I will modify. I will add the reversal on it as well, and we will be looking at this one here in action when it's telling us to buy and sell, and the symmetry, all of it. We will be covering it the whole week, that chart, so you know what you're doing for our traders. Absolutely. On the market analyzers, the one that just traded the signals, we have 1,221 takes. And the profit based on the last entry, total amount 9,700. 58. What is going to happen tomorrow? After the market trend 1 or 2 days, which I can see from Ben picture because I didn't have power. Yesterday we had the same good runs, and this is from one of our customers yesterday. And it was he have the same clock as I do. He gave it to me actually. 1442.59. It was based on the last entry, 1,372 ticks into the profit. Total amount 9,137, and that is from the customer. It's not from me. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, but you can see his testing is right there, and it's all based on one contract. Today is the same. Let me see if I can get it bigger. This is his trades, and those are his results from yesterday. This is the second day we've been having a very beautiful run in the market. Now we hit the DAX 10,000. So tomorrow, try to be careful, because when we have 2 days running like this, tomorrow we're gonna be in a lot. Probably we'll see tomorrow. It could be we are be sitting on the side tomorrow. So when we have 2 days on the road, the market moves a lot. We need to confirm those numbers, and that I hope so. It's not going to be dragged tomorrow with confirming all those numbers we have got today. So that's what happened after 2 days run. We get to a lot of problems sometimes on the third day. I'm still waiting on confirming the reversal and or any signals here right now. So I'm gonna be staying with you guys because I want to cover that area right now, and I want to cover when we are done with the when we get the new signal in to reverse the market. I would like to be showing you how you can look at this one here. So hang in there, and I'll stay quiet for a while, and we will be. Um, where do you want me to put it, sir? Um, Here. Okay. When it's ready, it's ready. Don't Please don't push me on it. When it's ready, I want to make sure that when this trader is using it, uh, he's not gonna get in trouble. So when it's ready, it's ready. Could be 1 week or 2 weeks from now. I don't know. Okay, we're sitting on the side and waiting for those reversal signals, so I can show you how to do that. And I'll stay quiet for a while. Thank you. On on the signal, we have hit 1,274, and we almost hit 10,000, and now it's back a little bit, but we just crossed the 10,000 on it based on one contract. Look, nothing right now. There is nothing, no signals. So we are waiting. I would like to cover that before I send out this template, and I will be modifying it again. I'm gonna put some reversal indicators we have that they don't repaint, but I don't want to populate it a lot. But I'll see how uh, put all the signals in here and make sure that it's not over populated with that. But if you notice, we do not have a reversal signal until now, not even a beep on that one. What I'm scared of, it took me by surprise to take penetrate the 27 17 75 took me by surprise. Welcome to trading. 8 out of 10 would have hold. Today did not. The trend is very strong to the downside. Fair enough. But now this one here become a resistance, is no longer support. So there is a resistance at 27.15.5. So um, it don't seems like this market is about to get out of those area. And as you see, there is no signals coming in. So we still in the, yes, sir, a very strong uh, trend to the downside on that one. And that probably, Jose, is because you still have a lot of news today. And this is where uh, you're going to have, especially around 1 o'clock, if you are trading auto trade, Jose, and you are using the swing trading, when you are using a big swing trading like this one here, you don't worry about one tick is slippage or a couple ticks of slippage. My problem is you will have a problem on a news like this or on any major news if you are trying to scalp the market. You're gonna bump into a lot of slippage. The reason is you cannot scalp the market on the news. This is very important, guys. It requires a smooth ride. In other words, when you want to try to scout the market, it is very good to start the scalper 2 hours before the markets open if there is no news. Then around 9:25, you need to stop those scalpers and then start those scalpers at 9:45, Jose. Where on the swing trading, you can start at 9:30. There is no problem with that. You know, you can start at 9:30. Now here we hit the target. If we didn't hit the target today and stop trading, so in a way, please, if you don't have any trade in the market, you don't have any opening position, and if you are scalping, then around 9:20, 9:15, whatever, 9:25, you need to post that auto trade. And you see here is post. Then you wait a few minutes till the market start leveling out, smoothing out, because when the market's open in the morning, even if you are a manual trader, you there is a volatility going left and right, you know. So if you want to continue scalping, it is very good to scalp the market around 9:45, where everything is calm. On the news, when like today, there is plenty in news, and still there is a wild ride. at 1 o'clock. So should I be scalping at 1 o'clock? No, hell no. Should I use the swing trading on the news? Yes, you can, and it will never miss a trade, and it's gonna swallow this market either direction. It's gonna go ahead and hit this market. So yes, it is very good to use to all our traders. Get ready. You can do the same on the swing trading. Turn on your swing trading, and you want to see put this strategy under stress at 1 o'clock, 5 minutes before 1 o'clock, the FOMC here. Put a pause, you know, and then 2 minutes before 1 o'clock, release every auto trade you have on a sim and try to see how they handle. They are extremely good, and they're handling the breaking news. So if you are swing trading and there is some kind of news come in and spook the market, you are in the money immediately on the swing trading. You are in the money immediately. On the scalping, if there is some, God forbid, there is some kind of bad news or something spook the market, you gotta watch out with the scalper, because this is what it is. A scalper, it is trying to find a small window to go in and get a few ticks and get out. So you cannot scalp the market on the news. And this is a problem. Some traders cannot see the difference between a scalping and a swing trading. And it is very sad, because a scalping is you gotta treat it differently than the swing trading. Very simple. So try to do that, guys. To the ones has the swing trading. Actually, we have traders. They wait on the days like this to use the swing trading. So on the days like this is where you have a lot of tools, and that's why in 2018 going to 2019, you cannot take this market with one lousy auto trade, because there is a certain tomorrow. I guarantee you tomorrow, because we have 2 days running, Jose. Tomorrow the scalper's gonna shine much more than today. The reason is, and tomorrow we're gonna have probably eating banana with the swing trading, because 2 days on a run, the market moving very well. Tomorrow probably we're gonna bump into a lot of volatility, and this is where the scalpers, they're gonna shine, and not the swing trading tomorrow, because of the market today and the news and all this. There is a lot of news today. The swing trading, they're gonna swallow the whole market. They're not gonna let it go. They're not gonna miss a trade at all. They will not miss a trade. But tomorrow on the so today, guys, especially for the new members, turn on your auto trade, put it on the stop, on a pause. Okay, and a couple of 3 minutes before the news at 1 o'clock, release it. Try to do that, guys, on ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, DAX, anything you have. Unleash it. And that auto trade gonna eat it all. It's not gonna miss it. If it changes in direction at 1 o'clock between up and down, it's gonna close, reopen position immediately, market order, and it's gonna follow that trend. At 1 o'clock, you will see, Jose, the scalpers, all the trades are going to be in red. I'm telling you what is going to happen at 1 o'clock. So keep your eye on your scalpers, and you'll see they're going to turn red for the 5-10 minutes. And then once the markets start calm down, they start recover. So you cannot scalp the market on a breaking news. But if you are swing trading, And as I showed you guys, let me try to, uh, whether you are using a filter or without a filter is the same if this market moving, because the way we have the filter on, this is a 3 minutes ES, and this is a 3 minutes ES, because also there is a lot of traders don't know that, or maybe they are not aware of that. By tighten up the nuts too much on the filter, you're gonna miss a trend. You need to put a filter, or you need to adjust your filter. You cannot use 1 minute and a 10 minutes filter, because then you're gonna shoot yourself with it. In the automated trading, you have to have balance. If you tight up the nut too much, you're gonna miss a trade. So by the time that auto trade take a trade, maybe the trend is over. At the same time, you cannot lose the filters a lot, because if you lose the filters a lot, like tomorrow, and you're gonna bump into volatility, because now we have 2 days run in this market. I don't know if it's gonna be one more day, or tomorrow we're gonna dive in right into the chops. I have no clue what is gonna happen tomorrow, but from what I know from the last few years, that when we have 2 nice running days, you're gonna have one bad day the second day. And this is where the filter, when we have a lot of chops in the market, then the filters start kicking in a way we should not be missing a trend, and we should not dive into pile of mud, and saying it nicely. So if we look between a filter here and a filter here, actually it's the same entry, because those filters are light, they're not heavy. And this is the whole idea about filtering just enough not to miss a trend, just enough not to miss a trend. So this is what tomorrow I will show you. If this market sideways, then the filters start shining more than just enough not to jump in on the first bumper in the market. So and this is not just the ES, all of them is the same. And I will show you also the 1 minute is all the same. ES, Dow Jones, all of them. Uh, if you want to take also the ES 1 minute, this is non-filtered, and this one here is filtered. The difference between those two, Jose, is look, this is a filtered. If you notice on this one here is a filtered, and the first trade was 7 o'clock on this one here, 7 o'clock morning. If we look at this one here, the first trade was around 6:30, sir. You see? Around 6:30, and it took one losing trade. And then this one here exited at 27.44.25, and this one here 27.44.25. It's the same exit, but what it is, this one here is a $500 daily target, because if this auto trade is going to your direction, it's not going to close that trade. It's going to stay. Whether if you are trading the ES today and your daily target is 200, 300, 500, 1,000, still come out with the same results. So you can see between the filtered and unfiltered, if you calculate them, this one here is one trade 1,300. This one here is two trade, slippage, commission. It will always wind up with the same. So what happened here, we missed one trade on the filter, and this is what counts. That's all what I need. I need something to jump out of volatility and at the same time not missing the trade, because God forbid, I mean, if you are going to be missing that trade here, then we are wasting our time, you know. So tomorrow you will see the difference between which I have sent the template on Monday when we had um, when uh, on Monday I have sent you all the template. Everybody got the template with the filter, and I strongly recommend for you to stay using that filter for your own safety. You know, I was talking, I didn't see the CL entry, but we had the CL entry. I didn't see that. That's what it is, Jose. You know, it takes time to learn things, especially new things. Takes time to learn. Uh, every system has a limitation. There is nothing called unlimited. Every system, every auto trade, every indicator has limitation. What you can do with it, and once you learn the habit of that system, life will be much easier. Just to show you guys how accurate those signals on that chart, we've been on 1109 until now 1142. The system has not plot one reversal yet. If you notice here, if you notice, the system is always plotting reversals, telling you when it's over. And I want to show you that until now, we don't have any indication or any signals telling us the party is over to the downside. Out of all those signals, we don't have anything telling us to buy, exit. We have nothing. We don't even have a symmetry telling us exit. There is nothing. It's clean. There is nothing indicating the trend over on that one. And like when we were going up, it was a lot of indication telling us when it was a reversal. And right now, there is not even a beep out of any signals coming out from that area here that indicate it's not just a black box. You know, um, sure, I will be more than glad. I will be keep running it for a while. At the moment, from the entry signal, we have 1,229 ticks based on the last entry. This is the system we are testing and we are about to release once the programmers deliver the rest of the puzzle. And then we have modified, I've been modifying a lot on it. And then I changed my mind. We're going to add the limited order as well on it. And this is the new auto trade we're going to be dealing with very soon. And we will be running it on the YouTube as well. Your scalper's doing very well. And those swing trading, we still on the same trade. And some of them, this is again, Jose, this is a DAX with no filter. It's 9,337. And this is a DAX with filter. Let me see the entry. The entry is 56 level, and this one here is 56.5 level. So it's still the same trade. And the first trade was at eight around 848, sir. On the DAX. Normally, I don't like to trade the DAX during the US session, but it just some people have a different timing. But this is what I have to show everything in there. We will be staying a few more minutes. I'll stay quiet a little bit. And probably there is a new signal coming on the CL. So maybe we can. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. We have a lot of eyes on us. We're pissing off everyone. Okay. Yeah. And okay. Right now on that new auto trade, we closed most of the position except the Nasdaq. We still have one position. Right now, that new auto trade 12,400, and then we have another 3,000 on the Nasdaq. Has not closed position on this one here. It is an amazing system. Look, now, because I'm watching, I want to cover the ES reversals on this new chart. Now, just closed the ES on the 3 minutes. So we still, if this one closed on the ES, that means the trend is over on the ES. We should have some kind of reversal. The YM is finished. Nasdaq is still on. We have 2,900 on the Nasdaq. There is no trade on the CL. And the DAX, it just closed the DAX. Beautiful trade on the DAX from 11,280 to 1190. Beautiful entry, a beautiful exit. You will never be able to, for the ones that want the template, that template, just write template, sir. Just put template, and I will send it to you when we are off the air. I'm still waiting on reversals on the ES to show you how accurate to reverse this market entry. And I'm going to stay quiet for a few minutes, and then we'll wait till those plot, and we will be covering. Okay, look at this, baby. Look. We just got a buy order. If you want to follow this on a sim, please. Follow this on a sim. Do not go. But this is our first buy order right there. How long this market has been on that line? From 1109. And thank you, Neil. Of course, sir. Right after the, you know what? This is our first buy order right there, folks. And now they're all gonna be follow the symmetry. All of them, they're gonna follow. So this is a really amazing signal. Also, I thought about it last year, and then I got busy with this anti-8, and we were going through a wild ride with all kind. But I forgot about it, honestly. But now I thought about it again, and I'm gonna be those sell and the buy entries. I'm gonna be making automated trade out of it. The minute I deliver those one guys for you, I will be jumping immediately, or I need to talk to my programmer, either add the signal on that auto trade, or I will have separate one because I don't want to make any more complex auto trades, because traders get confused. I have Jose was testing. We covered. When this happened, Jose? Yesterday? When this happened yesterday? Um, Here's another one. Yesterday we covered this one in the room. Uh, the institutional auto trade. The one of the things on this is one of our customers also doing this on the institutional auto trade. We have 10 different entries and 20 different filters that cause confusion among the traders. But I will be look at this by entry. How much that signal cost? Honestly, how much that signal cost? What is the price on a signal like this? I will be talking to my programmer to see if I will add this one as a second entry on this one here, or I will make a separate one. The ones they are eligible, the ones are. I like your opinion to. I mean, everything we do is for our traders. We live for our traders. So I would like your feedback. Every customers we have, if you like to have it on the same auto trade, or you want me to make separate auto trade for this one, I'll be more than glad to do that. So, and the reality with this one here, you had a sell entry at the 2739.50 on the ES, and then a close position, open position at 2708.50. You do the calculation and you tell me how much this indicator is worth. It is all is in your system, guys. You're not buying anything new. So, but I will send you the template and you will see everything is there. And so this is a wild ride, you know, and this is a very wild ride on a buy sell signal entry. And this is beside your floor and fibs, your entry, pullback re-entry, fibs, the most accurate fibs ever came out. I mean, what else you need? I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people are not born to trade, but not everybody can trade. Not everyone can sing the song. This is the new auto trade, closed all trades right now on 14,000. This is not has not been released. It will be released. We are doing some upgrading on it. We are fining. We are doing a tuning on it. But today, this is your best friend, the 3 minutes, and this is the new auto trade. But again, before I get lost, forget. I want my trader's opinion. If you wanted to have the signal included and the same auto trade, or you prefer to have separate one. It is very important to have the feedback. This is where we are service minded. This is where we like to help. But for somebody who don't know what is fibs or what is a stop loss, how to do ATM, we're not service minded with this area. But we are very much service minded when there is some serious things. I'll do whatever that the members decide, and I would like to have a vote now when I'm sending you the template. I want everyone telling me if you want me to do this separately or if you like me to add it on this new auto trade coming up. And then what we see, where is the Ben said separate will be better. Well, it will be easier to maintain, and I will read what the others want, and we will take it from there. But okay, Fatima from Philippines said included. I don't know. This is also look. This is a three-step. This is what I've been waiting, and I didn't want to. Okay, what the hell is going on? Okay, there is a new signal on the DAX if you are interested in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Folks, there is a three steps. There is a three steps you follow. Symmetry, buy, confirm. Okay? Without a doubt, because what I want everyone to reverse. When we take a trade, we hit the target. You should not sit down on and looking at the sky. We trade, we finish, we hit the target. I wanted to take the trade on the way up. We need to, like a saw machine, up and down till 12 o'clock. Keep banging on the market, or the market is going to bang on us. And this is one day the market poke us, one day we poke the market. That's it. There is nothing we can do about it. And so, guys, it will be in your Skype immediately. And please do not ask me. Please do not, because this has happened on Monday. We send a template for the auto trade, and then 20 people want me to log in to put the template for them on the auto trade, and we have showed in the room how to put the template. Today, I'm not going to give you support. The template, you have to put it under document, NinjaTrader 8, template, and there is a file called charts. You put the template in the chart. I cannot log into anyone to put a template for anyone today. And you need to learn how to do that, because this one is going to be modified, and I cannot keep logging into 20 different people, don't know where to put the chart template. This is your job to know, NinjaTrader 8. It's not my job. We need to start limiting, all those, because those are causing us a lot, It's costing us a lot. So you go under document, NinjaTrader, template, chart, you lay that document there, and then you right-click on the chart and you load a template. If you don't know how to do that, Google it. But leave me out of it, please. Thank you. Folks, that's all what we have. For the guys do not know how to load a chart. For the guys do not know how to load a template. For guys don't know what is a limited order. You are very welcome to ask those questions on the private webinars on Monday. But I cannot log in every 5 minutes to your computer. It's become a little bit out of control. So we can record it on Monday. For the new guys, we can record it for you on Monday. And you can see how to load a chart, how to load a template, how to turn on NinjaTrader. We have one guy, he didn't turn off his computer because he did not know what to do with NinjaTrader. We have another guy last week. He turned on NinjaTrader 8 and he did not know he need to activate the auto trade in order for the auto trade to work. You know, he thought by turning on the NinjaTrader is gonna be all fine, and the NinjaTrader find its way to activate the auto trades. So this is a wrong also. I mean, we don't mind to show you all this, but we cannot take it for granted constantly. Folks, it's a good. Folks, thank you very much for today. And God bless you all. I look at this buy entry. Where is it? And look where we are. Thank you. It was a pleasure with everyone today. And we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. God bless you all. Bye for now.